feel like doing a rant video. I really, really do. That video that I watched this morning with Shiju Zed, I think is how they say he says his name. When he was talking about these Lizzo type size women and their dating experiences and them having or expressing how they feel about their dating experiences with men, and how, I've had a few people jump on my video that I made early this morning as fast as I could. I didn't even go into detail all the things that I wanted to say. And they were knocking these women that they look like they might be a size like 18 or maybe even a 20. I don't know. You can't tell. But as if they shouldn't have the right to talk about their dating experiences and what negativity they've experienced, or what they don't like about this dating culture. Why they don't get the right to do that, because what, they're big girls or size 20. They don't get the right to talk about it. They don't get the right to express their feelings. Everybody on social media gets, they're able to express their feelings, and a lot of people never get like backlash for it. But God forbid, let a big girl talk about her dating experience and all fucking hell breaks loose. Yeah, that pissed me off this morning. And I didn't even go and get all the artwork that I know of, because this is the only culture that shames, like absolutely shames women for having life experiences. This is the only culture that shames women for their body sizes. This is the only culture that basically shames women for fucking existing. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I also wanted to talk about my limo experience when I traveled last month. When I left Vegas, it was on the 12th. And when I landed, I had the limo driver from fucking hell. And I meant to talk about it. I wanted to post a fucking video right then, but I didn't do it. And I never, got in contact with the limo service to let them know that this guy is fucking batshit crazy. Like, the dude was fucking nuts. Because I was scared that he might come back. If he got fired, he might come back and retaliate, on my, where I had traveled to. So, yeah, because he was that fucking crazy. So let me tell you about my experience. So this just so happened to be a black man, and he was, it started off okay. I get my bag in the car and everything, and it's cold because it was Minnesota, and it was right before it snowed, or it had been snowing, maybe, I don't know, but there was no snow on the roads that I could see, or on the grass. But he's talking, and he keeps pulling both hands off the steering wheel while he's driving. And he's speaking with his, like he's just flying his hands all around while he's talking and stuff. And, I'm like, okay, I can tell already. And I prayed. I had prayed already. I prayed before I got in the car. I prayed because I don't like flying, and I prayed before my flight. And, I had my conversations with my divine creator before I even left, and when I landed and everything. And I get very motion sick. So when I landed, I was not feeling the best because I was already motion sick. So we get in the car, and he starts, driving, and he's driving fucking crazy. Like, he's just like, he's all over the road just driving. It's not the type of ride you normally get from a limo driver. Like usually limo drivers drive pretty consistent and, methodical and slow and just comfortable, and just usually that's how a limo ride is. And Minnesota, Minneapolis, or whatever you want to call it, they have crazy fucking roads to begin with. But this driver, he's he almost gets us in an accident. So this black SUV almost smashes into the side of the car where I'm at, right? Because I'm on the right hand side, and of course he's on the left hand side driving. And then I was like, oh fuck, right? So he swerves, and he's like in 2 and 3 lanes swerving out of the way. And I'm like, oh my God. And then he keeps going. He's like, he looks back. Like, this dude, I've never experienced this type of driver before in my life. So he's looking back, not even looking on the road. He's on the freeway by this time. And he's like, oh, did you get scared? Like he was almost like demon possessed, right? And asking, did I get scared? Like he wanted to scare me. And I was like, no, I already prayed. I did a prayer like, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did when they were in the fire. You kidding me? And I was like, no. And he's driving, and he's fucking driving crazy, right? And we're hydroplaning on the freeway because he's doing like fucking 90 miles an hour on the freeway. And then he proceeds to tell me about his wife, and tells me about how his wife, now this is not professional. This is not what you do as a limo driver. He tells me about his wife and how his wife started going to karaoke, and that how his wife met a guy at karaoke and left him for the karaoke guy, and goes into all these details about how this all came. And while he's telling me, he's pulling his hands off the fucking steering wheel, looking back at me, not watching the fucking freeway, doing 90 miles an hour, okay? And not and every time he brings up the fact that she cheated on him, he goes faster, he goes faster, he goes even faster, even more faster, and more fucking crazy, hydroplaning all over the motherfucking freeway, okay? I was so thankful when I got to my destination. Like, this dude, like, should never. And then he told me that his career before he became a limo driver at this limo service was he was a bus driver. Are you fucking kidding me? How are you a professional fucking driver? I was shocked. I really wanted to turn him in. I did. I really did. But I was scared that he would come back and retaliate at where I was at. So I never did. But the driving was off the chain fucking crazy. And anybody else would have asked him to fucking pull over. It's just I was having conversations with God while I was in the car with him, like, come on, let me get to my destination. This is like a demon possession this man is having while he's speaking about his wife who cheated on him with the karaoke guy. Like, I'm like, dude is demon possessed right now, and I'm in the car with a fucking demon, like, legit. Like, this dude was not aware of how unprofessional he was, and I don't think he even cared. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he cared. I just hope that dude doesn't. I hope he doesn't keep his job. I hope that if he's doing this with the rights that he gets, that somebody does turn him in, because like he's dangerous. This man was dangerous. And he needs therapy. He needs some serious therapy because, you know, you can't prevent people from leaving you. You can't prevent people from walking out on you or cheating on you. You can't prevent any of that. However, you can definitely control how you react to the situation. Definitely do that. But that man needs therapy. He needed therapy. Like before he even took that job, he needed therapy. Anyways, I meant to talk about that. Like oh God, 5 weeks ago. Was it, how many weeks it been? Yeah, I think at least 5 weeks ago it's been. More than that. Yeah, that's what something I wanted to talk about. But I definitely, I'm so irritated with the men on social media. Like, dude, if you don't like big girls like Lizzo, right? And the two women that were in the video that he took the video clips from, by all means, you don't. Nobody's forcing you to be with big girls. Nobody is forcing these men to be with big girls. But don't fucking speak for every man, and don't act like these women don't have a right to talk about their experiences. Anyways, I was irritated this morning about that. Like, keep your mouth shut and go date who you want to date. You know what I mean? But don't think just because that's a big girl she don't have the right to date or have the right to be looking for love or some foundation of love if she wants to. Like, why doesn't she get the right to do that? Why shouldn't she have the right to do that? Anyways, let me get off of here. I'm just ranting like crazy. Really.